Hello, I'm RunCreeperRun. Welcome back to my world. And today here on Redstone Know-How, I have a brand new way for you guys to troll your friends. It's very simple, as I like my inventions to be, as I want you guys to be able to use these in survival, because that's just the funnest time to troll your friends, because they're actually capable of dying, and they just lose all their stuff that they worked so hard for. Now, the idea is very, very simple. You just walk in. This will be down here in a mine or something. You look that way, and you say, "Oh, a ladder." Well, I think I'm going to go steal all of his well-earned treasures. And they're in a hole. Now, you would obviously want this hole to go down farther, I guess, unless you made this all out of bedrock, which would be brilliant. Or, preferably go down and put some lava, because it's just fun to kill your friends in lava. And I'm about to show you guys how to wire this up. First, you start pretty simply. Just go ahead and start with your doorway. Now place an iron door. Just go ahead and box this in right here, and you will put a lever right there. Box this in, and put a torch right there. Now next to this torch right here, you'll put a block of your choosing. You come down a couple blocks, and then you invert the signal, so it'll always be off. And with this inverted signal, you come over here to the side, over to, just before the door right there, and you're going to want to put one block up, and then put that right there. And then, in that place right there, you're going to put 2 dispensers. Oops. Shift click it. There we go. There's my arrows. Just put some arrows in these guys. And then, after that, let me get this stuff out. You are going to take this signal, continue, invert it again, so the signal will always be on. Go right. Well, there's good, actually. Place a block up right there. Place 2 pistons. Put your block of your choice. And you cover this up. Ooh, almost caved myself in here. And then you dig yourself a nice tempting fake mine shaft. Maybe light it up a little bit so they think it's safe. Oops. And then you just get yourself some ladders so it doesn't look all suspicious. And if you're on survival, you'll actually be able to get out, because otherwise you're just going to be stuck down here in your own hole. And it's never good to get stuck in your own trap. I always like to put it on the back too, because then when they're coming in, they can actually see that. Oh man, now I need to get a new iron door. There we go. And that part is set up. And now, for the slightly more complicated part, but it's still not bad, you're going to go leave this space right here in front of the door open. Give yourself a roof. That's a lot of zombies. Yes, burn. All of you. Okay, now that we're done basking in death, let's continue. You're going to come out here, place 2 blocks out. That's important in a second. And then you go inside, and I like to, or at least while making this, put my pressure plate on a different color stone, because it helps a lot. You're going to dig this block, so you didn't even actually have to put it there. And you're going to use that block you put out there just a second ago to place your piston. Just place a block right there in front of it. And right in front of the door here, you're just going to dig down to, dig out to, and place another piston. And I'm not going to place that block yet. You dig down one, dig yourself a little space, at least have it here underneath this piston, and then you're going to dig back 2, You're going to dig up right here until you see this piston. Now you are going to get this signal right here. Going to carry it around until you're going to come right into the back of this block. Now on this block, you just place a redstone torch. It'll keep this piston on at all times until you step on that pressure plate, because it'll send a signal all the way around here, go straight to the back of this block, and it'll turn this torch off, and this will drop back, or it'll pull back. Now, pretty much the same idea with this piston right here. We're just going to put one redstone right there, a piece of sandstone, a redstone torch. Let me get out. Another sandstone, and another torch. Now this piston was always going to be off now. Now what you do is, actually I pushed it in. I didn't want to push it in yet. Just going to go ahead and cover that up. And you could just cover this up if you want. It doesn't really matter. Like I said, if you're going to be under a cave anyway, this part will be blocked off. Let's just make it look a little pretty. And just the very last part, just dig yourself a little hole. Or a big hole. Either way. And if you want, you could just cover this up or whatever. Could use those blocks back there. Okay. And you place your sandstone right there. And just like that, you have a completed trap. They come in here, flip the switch, get shot in the face, and they get pushed in a hole. And as you can see from right there, the trap acts so fast, even if they thought something fishy was going to go on, they wouldn't even have a chance to react. There is no reaction time. Oh, you guys home with timers, I guess you could just kind of see this again. Just flip the lever, and within just, like, what is that, half a second, you're falling to your death in a big old hole. And you could also put lava here, which I personally like to do because, you know, they lose all their items, which kind of sucks because you can't take their items. But it's still fun just to hear your friends rage after hard days of mining, and they decided to steal your stuff, so you kill them. And, well, this has been another way to troll your friends here on Redstone Know-How. Hope you guys enjoy. And any suggestions for any traps you guys would like to see, obviously simple. Don't tell me to make some kind of weird 64-bit computer, okay, because I like stuff you could use in survival, as I've already said. So if you guys have an idea for a trap, even if you guys don't know how to do it, I'll figure it out, and I'll try to do the best I can. And that is all. RunCreeperRun out. Just reminding you guys to stay zesty. Ooh, was that a bat? I have a very short attention span, so now we gotta find that bat. Is he in here? Oh, no. Yeah, oh well. Maybe some other time. Once again, RunCreeperRun out. Just reminding you guys to stay zesty. Goodbye.